Okay, children, we were comparing. Now compare the hormones very quickly. Come on. Compare the hormones, beta.
Ma'am, testes produce androgen hormones and ovaries produce estrogen hormones.
Excellent. So we got the main difference here also. So whenever you're comparing, whenever you make your notes, prepare it according to the headings, beta. Location, inside, outside abdomen. Structure you've already done. Hormones you've already done. Let's talk about any specific difference in the function. Yes. Here you had how many functions you discussed about? Just mention the key words I told you when you're talking about the functions of this. And here I have not done the functions with you. Let me do this very quickly with you. This is the last thing to be done today. Both the hormones which I discussed with you, they play a very important role in various processes. So let's talk about the first one. Which was the first one to be released? I had just told you.
Estrogen.
Very good. So we are going to talk about the first. See here, you're going to get a bit confused between these two. The functions are different. Till now in class 10th, till class 10th, you have done the common functions. We generally say that these are the functions of both the hormones. But here, beta, you'll have to specify. There's a difference in the functions of both of them. So here you have to be a bit careful. See, first one, it's going to help in the growth of the uterine endometrium layer during each menstrual cycle. What is this endometrium layer? If you remember, anybody?
Innermost layer.
Of
The
what,
inner,
beta?
ma'am, innermost layer. The inner lining of the uterus.
Yes, very good. The inner lining. So it helps in the growth of this layer. Why is this growth needed in this particular phase of time?
So that the wall becomes thick enough to carry the baby.
Excellent. In case fertilization takes place, then the zygote has to be received. So you know that blood vessels, a layer is produced. You have already done this. Second, it influences the development of which glands?
Mammary glands. Mammary glands.
So the key words for the first and the second point to remember would be M square here for estrogen. M over here means the menstrual cycle, and the second would mean over here the mammary glands. So it would become M square over here. Let's move on to the third one. Like we had done about the muscular growth over here. Similarly, same. These are what? These are behavioral wise. In place of masculine, we are going to have these growths over here. So it's almost the same point, just a difference that here we had masculine growth and here we are going to talk about the female behavior. Next, it plays a role in the development of growing ovarian follicles. This you need to remember what is growing are the ovarian follicles. And the last, appearance of the secondary characters. Here also we had done some. See over here. Growth of body tissues, bones, muscles. We had done this. So here these are the secondary characters. I'm giving 1 minute. All of you please revise all the 5 points, functions of estrogen, then I'll discuss with you. Quickly do it. We just have few minutes for the class to get over. We'll finish off with the second hormone as well. And then we are done with the hormones. Revise quickly. Moving on to the second hormone, there are only 3 functions. A very high amount is secreted. This hormone is secreted in a very high amount. At which period?
During pregnancy.
During
Yes.
pregnancy.
Because basically it is going to support the formation of placenta. What is the function of placenta?
To provide the nutrients to the baby.
Excellent. Very good, children. So we need placenta during this time. And who is going to help? A lot of secretion, a high amount. This is known as surge. SURGE. You'll study in class 12th about this hormonal surge. Surge means excess of something. So we'll be studying about this surge in class 12th in details. As of now, just remember that there's a high level of this hormone during this period. Second beta, it acts on this glands. I told you the second point, mammary glands, and stimulates the formation of alveoli. Alveoli over here means sac-like structures which store milk and milk secretion. And third, mucus plug at the cervix. Any idea about this? Last point for today. What is this? What is the function of this plug?
To keep the embryo in place.
Anybody else would like to try?
To keep the area moist.
Okay. Very
For a
good.
smooth delivery.
Yes. See, basically, beta, this is a plug which acts as a barrier. Okay. It stops the passage of bacteria to enter into the uterus. And how does it do this? It contains a lot of antimicrobe agents. Okay. So basically, it is something like you've heard about nasal mucus.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Function of nasal mucus. It does not allow what to enter.
Dust. Dust.
The dust.
Exactly. So it's kind of filtration. Nothing is allowed to enter. It sticks to the sticky part of mucus. Similarly, this is going to do the same thing over here, just basically ensuring that nothing enters into the uterus. Now, last thing, I told you we are going to discuss about inhibin hormone. Beside testosterone, we had discussed about another hormone. What was the name of this hormone? Just now when we were doing this part, we had done about this hormone, if you remember. Which part did you read it over here? If anyone remembers, here it is Sertoli cells. You remember? We had done this
Yes,
hormone in Sertoli cell. Sertoli
Yes.
cells, they give two functions we had of Sertoli cells. First is to give nourishment and the second is to secrete a hormone. What is the name of the hormone?
Inhibin hormone.
Inhibin hormone. So we are going to not go into details about this hormone. This is not very important. Plus, this is not in class 11th. So we are not going to go into much about this, but a little bit about this hormone. Okay. Any idea? Anyone knows a bit about this? Try and break this word and guess it out.
Something related to inhibition.
Inhibit. Yes, ma'am. It might inhibit something.
Inhibit something means
Inhibit
Any
secretion.
hormone or something.
Inhibit secretion of some other hormone.
Secretion of any hormone or
Inhibit
anything.
secretion of another hormone.
Nee, that's right. You people are absolutely right over here. Basically, what I was wanting to ask you is, what does the word inhibin mean? Inhibit.
To inhibit.
To stop.
Ma'am, to stop something.
Suppress the growth.
Very good. To stop, to reduce. Excellent. So we can guess out. See, some words, if you know the meanings, you can easily guess out. Let's see what is the function of inhibin hormone. It checks and regulates the overactivity of testosterone by inhibiting its secretion. Inhibiting, understood now? Reducing down or lowering down. You people guessed it absolutely right. The last hormone that we're going is relaxin. Okay. See the difference over here. This hormone was produced where? Left side or right side? We're talking about the males or we're talking about the females? Inhibin.
Males.
Yes.
Both.
So basically going to lower down the activity of which hormone?
Testosterone.
Testosterone.
So remember, if you're
Ma'am, it's
talking about
secreted
inhibin
in
over
both,
here, we are going to talk about inhibin here, and we are going to talk about another hormone here in females, that is relaxin. Which one was released in the earlier stages in high amount? Which hormone did I tell you about?
Estrogen.
Progesterone.
Yes. Now come to this. Later stages, which one is released?
Relaxin.
Progesterone.
Relaxin.
Progesterone.
Yes. Basically, relaxation of the muscles. How? By softening the ligaments, widening the cavity. Why do you think all these preparations are being done in the body? Softening of ligaments, widening of the cavity, and that too in this later stages.
For an efficient delivery.
Excellent, very good. So this is also going to affect the other ligaments such as foot, etc. So sometimes at times swelling occurs in the foot at such conditions. It is basically because of this only, beta. Normally, it is seen in later stages that there is swelling in the foot, and that is caused because of which hormone over here? Relaxin. But this is useful because we need to soften the ligaments and widen this cavity, due to which this is increase in the foot size during this pregnancy. I've already told you. But how does it help? How does this hormone help? How is it going to help, beta? What is its main role in softening the ligaments and in widening the cavities? So just now, I think Uditi had told you about it. So the last two hormones which I've done very quickly, let me hide it. Name the hormone in males quickly. The one I discussed with you just now.
Inhibin.
Inhibin.
What is it going to inhibit?
Secretion of testosterone.
Secretion of testosterone.
Similarly, I discussed about another one in females. Tell me the name.
Relax.
Relaxin.
What is its function?
Softening ligaments. Widening pelvic
To
cavity.
soften the ligaments and widen the cavity.
Widening pelvic cavity.
In what stage is it released?
Later
In
stages
the
of
later
pregnancy.
stages of pregnancy.
There is another one which is released during pregnancy. Name the hormone.
Progesterone.
Progesterone.
Please give me the origin of both of them, estrogen and progesterone, which is released from what?
Estrogen is released from the granulosa cells of Graafian follicle, while progesterone is secreted from corpus luteum, which are formed after
Ovulation.
Yes, after the rupture. What is the word we had used? It was basically a rupture, children. Remember? Yes, very good, beta. Very quickly, name the three, compare the structure. This is a little typical part, structure of both of them. Let's discuss. It's not a test or something. Structure part, please compare both of them. The test is in the ovary. You can speak out your points individually.
testes are formed of follicular cells, interstitial cells, and Sertoli cells, while ovaries are formed composed of ovarian follicles and stromal tissue.
Continue, children, if any other point has to be added.
Testes are composed of semipelvic tubules.
Yes, structure we've already done. What about the hormone comparison? Let's finish the comparisons. Any similarity, children? Contrast we have done a lot. Any similarity?
Both are found in pairs.
Excellent. One similarity we got. Anything else?
Both are related to development of secondary sexual organs and secondary sexual characters.
Very good. Anything else?
Both are related to spermatogenesis.
Not both spermatogenesis. It's spermatogenesis and oogenesis. So basically, both are related to formation of gametes. Yes, very good. We are missing out on something very important, which both of them secrete, though different ones.
Inhibin.
Hormones. That's a different thing, that the name of the hormones or the functions of hormones are different. But both of them are involved in the secretion of hormones, which influence the sex characters in males and females. Like we had done about the masculine growth, and we had done female characters at puberty. So all of them are involved in what? They are both involved in releasing the hormones. Anything else we can think about? Now let's talk about the last ones which we did. One main hormone which I did with you. Okay, tell me the function of Sertoli cells.
Provides nourishment to sperm.
Provides nourishment to the sperms and also secretes a
produces a
hormone named
hormone,
inhibin
inhibin.
hormone.
Now tell me the function of inhibin. So if there's a simple question which says, name the cells which secrete inhibin and what is its function. So obviously you will tell me Sertoli cells and what function? Function
It
between
inhibits the
Inhibits
production of
the
testosterone.
secretion of testosterone.
And let's talk about relaxin. Where is it released, in males or females, and when?
Females.
Females.
In
In
the
the
later
later
stages
stages
of
of
pregnancy.
pregnancy.
Later stages. How does it help?
It widens the pelvic cavity and also softens the ligaments.
So are you confident about all the glands till now we have done? We are done today, that's all.
Yes,
There's
ma'am.
one little part left in the chapter. That is something typical. So for that, I'll be preparing my slides, my own note slides, which I'll share with you tomorrow to explain it to you. And I would also want you people to be ready with a paper and a pen. You should know how hormones work. So I mean, it's not that detailed in your book, but I would like to explain it to you. There are two types of hormones, quick acting hormones and slow acting hormones. So what is the difference between both of them? How they work, all this tasks we are going to do tomorrow. This is something where understanding part will enter the chapter now. Till here, beta, what all we were doing till now was all rote learning. Even if I try my best, I cannot help you much in this. That it's all rote learning. See, we'll move on to this part tomorrow. Some different part, if you can see, this is a little interesting one. See this part. Can you see this diagram, everybody? Mechanism
Yes,
of
ma'am.
hormone. This is mechanism of hormone action. I'll take up tomorrow. This is something concept based where we'll enjoy studying. It's not rote learning. So you can see this as well. See, this also seems to be very interesting. Steroid hormone, how it functions. So make sure you attend the class tomorrow. Do not miss out. We're going to have a conceptual class tomorrow rather than having this theoretical class that we had today. So please start preparing your notes. I want the notes by Friday to be posted. Till here, all the previous chapters are done, beta. All notes are posted. I still have a record with me. I know who all are not posting. Anyways, please continue. This is your time now. Since morning you are studying. God bless you all. Okay, go and have your lunch. Okay,
Thank you,
can leave-
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
You can leave the meeting, beta.